So you mean to tell me all those late nights, what you doing, where you at? I've seen Jay-Z at his house. I've seen T. Jakes at his house. I've seen Chris Brown at his house. I've seen Jordan Woods at his house. I've seen Travis Scott at his house. I've seen Beyonce at his house. I've seen Tiana Taylor. I've seen them all.
Jason Lee has recently been at the center of controversy after being accused of embezzling money meant for the residents of Stockton City in California. The accusations claim that he used public funds to support an extravagant lifestyle and possibly benefit from questionable financial decisions while serving in office. What has made the situation even more dramatic is that, after being arrested and investigated for the alleged theft, he reportedly went online and accused music icons Jay-Z and Beyoncé of being involved in a conspiracy to set him up. These claims shocked many people and made the story even more controversial and widely discussed. Jason Lee's appointment as Vice Mayor of Stockton surprised a lot of people from the very beginning. Many residents and observers never expected him to enter politics, let alone hold such a high position in local government. His sudden rise into office left many questioning the decision-making process behind his appointment. Critics argue that placing him in such an important role has damaged the city's reputation and created unnecessary public distrust. Stockton is already struggling with financial pressure, and reports suggest that the city has been losing millions of dollars in taxpayer money, which has only increased public concern. The appointment reportedly happened after Stockton's mayor,
I'm going to tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh. And that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Law? Oh, there's one more thing. Beat this, Johnny.
Woo!
So that in itself,
Fugazi took office earlier in the year. Jason Lee was selected as vice mayor in November of the previous year, which meant he stepped into a leadership role during a sensitive time for the city. Soon after his appointment, concerns began to emerge about his activities in office. By May, he was already under investigation for allegedly misusing around $50,000 in city funds. According to reports, he did not take long to become involved in financial controversy, raising questions about oversight and accountability within the city government. One of the key incidents involved a live entertainment event in Stockton featuring the popular television brand Wild, N-Out Live, held at Adventist Health Arena. Ticket sales for the show were reportedly very low, and in order to prevent the event from being cancelled, the city decided to use $50,000 from its risk mitigation fund. This fund is normally meant for emergencies and financial protection, not entertainment events, which is why the decision later became part of the investigation. After this, things became more serious. Steve Kelo, who previously served as interim city manager, alleged that Jason Lee improperly handled or redirected the $50,000 without the correct approvals. He also suggested that this may not have been an isolated issue, claiming that similar transactions involving city funds could have happened before. According to him, the $50,000 might only be a small part of a much larger pattern of financial misuse involving millions of dollars. These claims led to calls for a full internal investigation into the city's financial management. Further accusations suggested that Jason Lee may have personally benefited from his connections with event organizers tied to Wild, N-Out. It was alleged that he used his influence to gain access to opportunities where public money...
You know, a lot of these celebrities, every single celebrity in the culture has been to Diddy's house, which means they've gone through all his phones, text messages. I can read you my text message to Diddy. What day is it airing on the show, on the network? Are you coming on the show? Diddy, what's this? It's all been business for me. It's been business for me. I don't have nothing inappropriate to them people because I don't deal with them like that. So you mean to tell me all those late nights, what you doing, where you at? I've seen Jay-Z at his house. I've seen Tasha K at his house. I've seen Chris Brown at his house. I've seen Jordan Woods at his house. I've seen Travis Scott at his house. I've seen...
was involved. However, Jason Lee strongly denied all allegations. He insisted that the funds were approved by the city's economic development director and that he had no role in any wrongdoing. He also warned that he would take legal action against those making what he called false claims. On social media, Jason Lee publicly defended himself. In a post on Instagram, he described the situation as a conspiracy against him, saying that people were trying to damage his reputation by spreading false stories. He claimed that critics were attacking hard-working city staff and ignoring the positive impact of the Wild N Out event, which he said was well received by the community. He also argued that if there were concerns, they should be handled through proper investigation channels rather than public accusations. Jason further stated that he believed the allegations were not random, but part of a targeted effort against him. According to him, this was happening because he had been asking questions about city finances and leading discussions in his role on the audit committee. He suggested that his efforts to improve transparency may have made him a target for retaliation. In response to the situation, he demanded a public apology and threatened to file a defamation lawsuit seeking damages, including compensation for emotional distress and harm to his reputation. He stated that if the accusations were not withdrawn, he would pursue legal action for around $25,000 or more. At the same time, Jason Lee...
Why would I, Jason Lee, I'm getting calls, and I haven't even said anything. They ain't called me to go to the Rock Nation brunch. They haven't called me to go to the Gold Party.
To accept being honored.
They haven't called me when we offered to honor Jay-Z at the award show. They didn't call me to go to the press conference about striking the deal with the NFL while we were kneeling for Kaepernick. They didn't call me to ask me what I thought about her hair care product. They didn't call me to offer a free bottle of her perfume. I didn't get to go backstage on her tour for the Renaissance. In fact, when the video circulated making it look like I've been chasing her around like a super fan, which I am a super fan, but I chase nobody. Nobody's called me to clear that up. I haven't gotten a delivery of white flowers with a little card from Beyonce. Why is everybody calling me now?
Oh, and you also stopped.
Don't we not going to even go there? I stopped a major thing for Beyonce. Didn't even get a thank you.
Has also been involved in other public controversies involving celebrities such as Beyoncé and Jay-Z over time. He has made claims and public statements that have drawn attention to his strained relationship with them. Some observers believe his comments are linked to personal disagreements, including incidents where he was not invited to high-profile events. Others think his statements reflect deeper tensions within the entertainment industry. After he was reportedly not invited to the premiere of Beyoncé's Renaissance film, Jason Lee made threats suggesting he had information that could expose her. This incident marked the beginning of more public criticism directed toward the couple. At the time, many people dismissed his remarks, believing they were driven by personal frustration rather than facts. However, when later allegations surfaced involving other high-profile figures and private events, some individuals began to reconsider earlier assumptions. Jason Lee went on to share a list of celebrities he claimed had attended events connected to music mogul Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, during an Instagram live session. The names he mentioned included several well-known figures in the entertainment industry. Despite the attention his statements received, Jason Lee maintained that his involvement with these figures was strictly professional. He claimed that
Beyonce at his house. I've seen Tiana Taylor. I've seen them all. Now, we was all in the backyard, but I've seen them all. I've seen Usher there. I've seen DaBaby there. I've seen Justin Bieber there. I've seen... Everybody's been to a Diddy party. I've seen Lindsay Lohan, Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Tyrese, Amber Rose. I've seen them all have been there. Mary J. Blige.
Any interactions he had were related to business only, and that he had no inappropriate connections with any of the people mentioned. According to him, much of what was being said about him was taken out of context or exaggerated. Overall, the situation surrounding Jason Lee has become a mix of political controversy, financial accusations, and celebrity-related drama. While he continues to deny wrongdoing and defend his actions, the investigations and public debates around him have not yet fully settled, leaving many questions still unanswered. Jason Lee has recently been involved in a wave of online controversy after making a series of public statements about well-known celebrities and powerful figures in the entertainment industry. In different live streams and social media posts, he has spoken in a very emotional and confident tone, claiming that he has personally seen several famous people at private gatherings and parties connected to music mogul Sean Combs, also known as Diddy. According to Jason Lee's own claims, he has seen many celebrities in these environments over the years. He mentioned names such as Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Chris Brown, Jordan Woods, Travis Scott, Teyana Taylor, Usher, DaBaby, Justin Bieber, Lindsay Lohan, Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Tyrese, Amber Rose, and Mary J. Blige. He described these gatherings as large social events where many well-known people were present, especially in backyard or private party settings. It is important to note that these are his personal statements and allegations, not confirmed facts. Jason Lee has presented them as his own experiences, but there is no independent proof provided in his comments to verify everything he has said. After making these claims, Jason Lee later returned with even stronger statements online. He suggested that some of the people he mentioned, particularly Jay-Z and Beyoncé, were unhappy with his remarks. In his version of events, he claimed that after speaking publicly, he began receiving pressure and indirect contact from people he believes were connected to them. He described this as attempts to silence him or force him to change his story. He also alleged that certain individuals tried to question him about what he had said, and that he refused to adjust or take back his statements. According to Jason,